My childhood was pretty solid. I spent a lot of time like working, playing sports. Back home, people knew me for who I was, not really like what I looked like. Going to college, there was very few people of color on campus, mostly athletes, so I hung out with a lot of those kids. One night, we were just kind of doing our thing, came back to campus and apparently smelled like weed. I mean, you got a bunch of kids of color, and if they smell like weed, then there's an opportunity to try to make an example out of them. I basically got kicked out of school for that. And then that's actually when I started studying business and like really enjoyed it. So 2012, it became more apparent that cannabis is going to be more readily available and there's going to be an actual industry around it. So I spent time trying to understand the regulations and understand the industry with hopes of, potentially opening a medical spot one day. The next challenge is capital, meaning that you needed to have $500,000 worth of assets just to apply. And then in 2016, we voted for legalization of recreational or adult use cannabis. Stories started to unfold about like programs that would introduce opportunities for people who have been harmed by prohibition. And then come 2018, the economic empowerment program rolled out and I qualified. There was just a glimmer of hope that like there is an effort to make change, or at least understand that there have been harms to people of color with cannabis and it's being illegal. So the equity program for the Cannabis Control Commission is being intentional about how to reverse the harms of prohibition. Being part of the equity program, the impact has been significant. I think from economics perspective, we are in a building that was been vacant for like 20 years. So we certainly, play our part as a good neighbor, hiring a bunch of black people and like be supportive of one another. One of the hopes for the future is local communities understanding their influence and understanding the importance of taking control of the industry. Cannabis is beneficial from a health perspective, and it can work the same way from an economic perspective if we do the right things.